there's no reason to feel alone on this journey. There might be moments when you feel lonely, but that doesn't mean you have to do it alone.
Hey, Laptop Freedom Babes, Wanderlust.
This is Hello from Greece.
Hello.
Hello, Wanderlusters. Hi. I'm really excited for this week's free live training. It is Rebecca here. I am the picture on the banner at the top of this group, and I run the Laptop Freedom program and the Laptop Freedom Moms course, and really excited to hop in here and give you a free training this week in the group. A couple housekeeping announcements before I start. First one is let me know you're listening. Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're listening from. That's always so exciting when you work online and with virtual assistants. It really is a digital nomad community. So pop in the comments where you're from. There might be another sister in this group that's from the same area. Just say hi or put in the comments that you caught the replay of this really awesome training. Second housekeeping item is just an update on the program that I run for moms. So if everyone has been following along, or if you're new to the group, I'm running a Laptop Freedom VA How to Build Your Biz program just for moms. And I've partnered with amazing mom VA Kaylee Freeman. And we have decided we're going to close enrollment this Saturday. This was a really kind of heartfelt decision because originally we were leaving the program just kind of open and allowing anyone to join. But after some reflection, we realized that, in fact, that wasn't necessarily in alignment with our beliefs, and that by keeping it open-ended, we were allowing moms to procrastinate or to put off chasing their dreams and to, delay and wait. So we're closing enrollment. This will help us really support the students and the moms that are in the program. We get a really good sense of where they're at. It also creates this wave of motivation and accountability. So you're going to feel less alone. So there's been lots of posts about it. Lots of links to the Laptop Freedom Moms website if you want to learn more about it. And of course, you can always send me a DM to ask any questions. It's just for moms, and it's about building a virtual assistant business that fits your mom lifestyle. So those are my two housekeeping items before I hop into this free live training. I really want to talk about turns out there's 7, so there's like a little bonus reason. 6 reasons why you need other VAs in your community along for your journey, other digital nomads, other boss babes. Because when you decide that you want to start your virtual assistant business, that you want to become your own boss, when you want to work online, when you want to design your own schedule, all of this can sound huge and almost too good to be true, and it might be something that people in your immediate community, your friends and your family, have never really explored before. And so this might feel like something that you're doing alone. So being part of these kind of Facebook groups like the Wanderlust Virtual Assistant community, joining a program like the Laptop Freedom program, or even the one specifically for moms, and really kind of building your online community is really, really, really important when you are starting your business, so that it's not really lonely and that the accountability is there and that it feels real to you and you're not just some crazy person trying to do this thing all by yourself. So I wrote down my 7 reasons, 6 plus a bonus one that I came up with at the last second. So these are going to be the 7 reasons you need to connect with other VAs on your journey. And like I said, there's lots of ways to do it. These type of Facebook groups, there's lots of virtual assistant Facebook groups. You can find them simply by searching in the Facebook search bar, virtual assistant, and then clicking groups. And that will give you lots of groups that you can join just so that, you don't feel alone. Once you work online, millions of people know what a virtual assistant is. I mean, it's a really common job, contractor, freelancer business to be in the online world. But if you're not in the online world, this might be one of the first times you've ever heard of it. So really kind of coming together and creating a journey with other VAs is important. Reason number one, working on your own can sometimes feel lonely. So you need a community of fellow boss babes that are along on the journey with you. This is a big one. Like, you might be doing this and your partner, husband, wife, whatever, does not really understand what you're doing or is not doing the same thing. You may be the only one who's even heard of this in your family or your community. And it's something that you have to do for yourself. You are a one-man business when you are a contractor. You don't have coworkers, you don't have a secretary or anything like that. So you are a bit of a lone wolf. It is a one-man business. You are doing it alone. And so this is a really, really important reason why you want to have other boss babes with you doing the same thing, because there's no reason to feel alone on this journey. There might be moments when you feel lonely, but that doesn't mean you have to do it alone. So that's reason number one. There may be moments when it feels lonely, that you're kind of going out on this limb all by yourself when it comes to your immediate community. And so when we get online and we can create a bond, a sisterhood, people to kind of bounce ideas off of, that's really important. Reason number two, kind of segues. Your friends and family just might not get it. They might not, no matter how many times you try to explain what a VA is or what you think a VA does, or that you have this vision about traveling or van life or working from home and raising your family, you just might have people in your community that it just doesn't click for them. It's not their vision. And so they just might not get it. They might not understand. And that is okay. If you have other VAs along on the journey with you, whether it's through a program or you're part of a Facebook group like this one, the idea feels less crazy. You know what I mean? It's like not that crazy of an idea when in fact it's really popular if you hang out in these specific groups or if you join a program with mentorship and a cohort and accountability, all that kind of stuff. It's okay if friends and family and neighbors and community just don't quite get it. It doesn't need to click for them like it clicks for you. And that's okay. They're not trying to become virtual assistants. You are. So that's thing number two. Reason number three. It's kind of a funny one, actually. People may not understand that you still work even though you're not leaving the house or even though you are traveling all over the world. This is a really big one. And this is one that I've had to really train my friends and family and community that don't work online or don't work for themselves. I started my VA business and suddenly I've got a really flexible schedule and I'm traveling all over the world, and my 9 to 5 friends and community, they interpret that as like, I don't work at all. And so suddenly it's like, I must be free and available to do anything and everything. Or they can interrupt me while I'm sitting at my laptop, or they can be loud while I'm having meetings or something like this. So when you work with other VAs or when you have other VAs on the journey with you, they get it. And that's what's so fun about co-working with other online business owners and VAs. Where I live, in the town that I live in, that I have made connections with other VAs and other online business owners, and we'll come together in the same room. Either I'll have them over or I'll go to their house or we'll go to a cafe together and we'll co-work because we get it. Even though, if someone were to look at my laptop and Facebook is open, my fellow VA knows that I'm working. I'm working even though Facebook is open. I'm working on Facebook. I'm not just like killing time. Or, they understand that even though I'm in my pajamas and I haven't left my house and I keep getting up to like do yoga on the carpet or something like that, that I'm still working. And so people who work from home and they work online behind a laptop, they get it. They get that like you can work in your PJs without leaving the house, or that this is a big one when you're traveling. If you travel with your laptop and you're taking your business and becoming a digital nomad, but you are traveling with people who are 9 to 5ers and they're using vacation days, that's very, very different. You will have to have some independence from them because you might be able to travel for a longer period of time because you're not going to run out of money or vacation days. But it also means that you have to work a little bit while you're traveling. And people who are not digital nomads just might not quite get it, or it's going to take them a long time to be taught and get on board. Hello, Jess. Hello, Kaylee. Yay! So let me summarize that reason because that was a big one. So that was reason 1, 2, 3, that people may not understand you still work even though you are not leaving the house. So that's reason number 3 why it's just so great to have other VAs along on the journey with you. People who get it, people who know that you are working in what that environment's like and co-working together. Next reason why it's so important to have VAs on this journey with you is other VAs are like-minded entrepreneurs that you can constantly be bouncing ideas off of. You can be growing with them. You can be having, high-level conversations with. You can contact them if your client asks you to do a task. Hello, Marzan. If a client asks you to do a task or roll up your sleeves into a program or a certain type of software, if you have other VAs in your community, you can ask them questions. You can bounce ideas off of them. You can help, you can ask them for troubleshooting and, really kind of support you that way. So other VAs, they're doing similar tasks that you are, but they might have experience in Infusionsoft and you might have experience in ConvertKit, or they might have experience in Acuity and you might have experience in Schedule Once. And so when you have other VAs on the journey with you, it just helps kind of like you figure it out together. You're growing together. You've got ideas of how you want to expand your business, or maybe you want to niche down. This is a reason why the Laptop Freedom Program has an alumni community. So everyone that goes through the Laptop Freedom Program, they then are put into, that graduate, they then get put into the alumni community. And that's so important because that is a community of VAs. They've gone through the program and are interested in niching down, having an expertise, growing, expanding. They might, they might have a client that reaches out to them, a potential client, but they think it's a better fit for one of their VA friends. And so if you have other VAs in the community with you along your journey, you can really be bouncing ideas off of each other, supporting each other with troubleshooting, or referring clients to one another. It's really, really fun. So that is reason number 1, 2, 3, 4. Other VAs are like-minded entrepreneurs that you can be bouncing ideas off of and be constantly growing with each other. So reason number 5, VAs understand the grind of starting a business from scratch and becoming your own boss. I never said starting your virtual assistant business is going to be easy, but it's not that hard either. And it is such a great business to start if you are interested in becoming a digital nomad. You're interested in starting an online business, getting online, getting that tech experience, getting that online experience for growing your business. So other VAs get it. They get the grind. They get the the frustration of reaching out to a potential client and them choosing someone else. They get that, you come home from your 9 to 5 and you sit down and you start to work on growing your VA business. They get the grind. There's always a grind when you're starting anything new. And when you're starting your own VA business, there is a grind at the beginning. I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you. It's totally worth it and it's lots of fun, but there is a grind. And that's why in the Laptop Freedom Program, we do cohorts as well. And it's a mentorship program because we are here, the mentors and the other women in the cohort, we're here at the very beginning of the journey, that grind part. So those days when you feel like giving up, we are here to remind you of your reason why, boost you up, and keep you accountable. Think of, building your virtual assistant business like going to the gym or being on a diet, and you've got these goals that you want to, be at a certain weight. And so your goal is to start your VA business and have, 2 to 3 clients. We are mentors and other women in your community, other VAs. We're like your personal trainer. So you're going to say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. But if there's no personal trainer to show up for, it's so much easier to fall off the bandwagon. It's so much easier to give up. And so when you have other VAs along this journey with you, it's really going to help with accountability. We get the grind. We get that it takes time to get your virtual assistant business up and running. We know what it's like to have a unicorn client. We know what it's like to, have a client decide to go with someone else and thus feelings of rejection. We understand the fear. And so when you have VAs along this journey with you that just get it, that get the grind, that understand what it's like at the beginning, it just really helps you stay accountable. And it really helps you stay motivated. Again, you don't have to do this alone. So that's reason number 5. Reason number 6 out of 7, digital nomads also dream of travel and can travel with you. Okay, this is the amazing thing. There is such a network of digital nomads traveling. There's Wi-Fi Tribe, which is this amazing group organization that they go to a different country every month. They find housing and accommodation, and they make sure they source really strong Wi-Fi. And you can sign up with this organization and travel with them all over the world. You know that your accommodation is going to be strong, and you know your Wi-Fi is going to be even stronger. And you do it with other digital nomads. It's so cool. And you can, I know that Bali has these amazing co-working spaces for people who work online, and you all get together and you go exploring the countries, and then you come home to have meetings, and then you do a couple hours of work here and there. It is a totally different lifestyle than anyone who works a 9 to 5 job, is limited by vacation days, that doesn't have necessarily that same desire and vision and dream for traveling. And other VAs do, especially the ones in the Wanderlust virtual assistant group. Wanderlust virtual assistant, I mean, it's all in the title. We dream of traveling. We dream of van life. We want to pack up our kids and our family and take them off on a trip somewhere. We dream of spending 3 months in Bali or Brazil or backpacking Europe with our laptop. And when you're in a community or immediate community, people may not have those same dreams as you, or they do have those dreams, but they don't believe they can attain them. If you switch over and you add some VAs to your community while you're on this journey that do believe it's possible, that want to do it, who are already doing it, it's so much more fun. They become your new tribe. All the women who go through the Laptop Freedom Program, a lot of them experience the same shift as they start to grow their businesses. They start to feel separated from their coworkers in their 9 to 5 job. Because, at first everyone was in their 9 to 5 job and they had settled and they stood around the coffee machine and they complained about how much they hated their boss, and they whined about the long commute and all this kind of thing, and everyone just kind of settled to be Debbie Downers in the office. And then women who go through the Laptop Freedom Program and they start to realize that they are going to start their businesses, become VAs, and potentially leave that job if they want, suddenly they start to feel kind of separated from who they used to think was their vibe. And now your vibe, your tribe is changing. Your tribe is going to shift over to dreamers, visionaries, traveling online, boss babe entrepreneurs. And it is so exciting and it's so fun. So that is reason number 6 why you should always have VAs on this journey with you, is that you're going to have the same dreams and desire to travel, and you can travel together. You can meet up with one another. You can crash on their couches. We've got women in this Facebook group from the UK, Australia, South Africa, the US, Canada, everywhere. How fun would it be to couch surf and co-work together with other VAs on the journey? So that's a really, really, really fun reason why you should have VAs on this journey with you. Last one. Other VAs help hold you accountable and encourage you on this journey. That's a big one. And this is a reason why, Laptop Freedom Program is in cohorts. And this is why Laptop Freedom Moms is just for moms. It's for accountability. And again, going back to that personal trainer when you're going to the gym, you are going to have ups and downs when you're starting your virtual assistant business. You're going to have crazy experiences with clients. You're going to have traveling dilemmas. You're going to have Wi-Fi cutout. You're going to have all the ups and downs that come with kind of the fun of starting your own business and working for yourself. And you can pair up, you can buddy up with other VAs and be like, okay, we need to hold each other accountable. And then you get really honest communication with them. So, you lean into them when you need support, when you're feeling down. Celebrate your wins with each other. Boost each other up, get each other excited. You find a client, your unicorn client, let your VA accountability buddy know. Let them know that if you can do it, they can do it. And then when you have your moments of kind of wanting to give up, or maybe the grind is kind of getting to you, lean into that accountability and support group. I have to tell you, when it comes to any kind of mentorship program, you can, anything that's taught in the step-by-step modules, you can Google it. Like in the Laptop Freedom Program, I break it down step-by-step guides. I simplify it. I've done the work and the research for you. But honestly, you could Google a how-to and you could figure it out. Mentorship, that's a big one. But if the cohort, the group of women who do it along with you, that hold you accountable, that encourage you, it's not competition. The other VAs in your community are not here for competition. They are here to support you and cheer you on. So those are my 7 reasons why it's so important to have other VAs on the journey with you, because it's so exciting. It is so exciting. I stand over here and I just want to pull you all over to my side of the fence and be like, this is amazing. And I want to get you excited. And I get it. That might mean kind of leaving who you're with, your community. If we are the average of the top 5 people we hang out with, that's something interesting to reflect on. And it happens slowly. I'm not saying like go boot your coworkers out of your friend group and say like, see ya, I don't need you. But I am saying that when you start to become a VA, when you start to work online, when you become a boss babe entrepreneur, and you look back 3 years down the road, you're going to be like, wow, I'm not hanging out and surrounding myself with the same people I was back when I was settling in a 9-to-5 and unhappy. I'm surrounding myself by like really empowered women who are kicking ass and growing and traveling the world and doing all that really fun stuff. So it's important to have women on this journey with you. And I'd love to kind of hear your comments. Let me read through them now. Hello. Yes, Kaylee, number 3. Let me go back and count. Yeah. Oh my gosh, right? People coming in and like interrupting you, thinking that you're not working just because you're in your pajamas at home. That's a huge one. Yes. Jess, I can't wait for you to be free of your 9-to-5 either. She put a comment. She's in the current Laptop Freedom Program. and I'm so excited for her journey, and it's just the best. And she is like, this current cohort Laptop Freedom Program is so magical. Not only do they celebrate each other's wins with each other, but they like break down how they got there. There's this, I'm thinking of this one sister in the Laptop Freedom Program, and she's like, she posted into the group, she's like, I just got my unicorn client, and she breaks down why and why it was amazing, but then she also talks about the hurdles she overcame to apply. She's like, I was afraid to apply, I thought I was underqualified, and I just want to encourage all these sisters to go for it. She's like, I applied anyway, even just for practice, ego aside. And she's like, I ended up getting the client because instead the client was more interested in the cultural fit, that we just got along so well. It wasn't as important to her that I was underqualified right now, because she will learn, she will figure it out. So I cannot emphasize enough why it's so important to have a sisterhood on this journey with you. So these Facebook groups, or a program that is not necessarily, open enrollment, that has a cohort or a group of women, a private Facebook group, that, those things are really important. You want a personal touch on your journey and building your business. So I love these reasons. I'd love to hear your excitement about starting your business in the comments, if you're catching the replay, or what cool place in the world you're listening from. And yeah, really, really excited. Thank you for tuning in.